Running! It's a lie. Exercise for weight loss didn't help at all. All it did was improve my memory, lifespan, mood, health, skincare, and friendships. This is bullshit. Worked for a few of my mates, now they're ripped and skinny. I'm still fat though, must be doing something wrong. Despite the fact this wasn't the breast reduction I'd been hoping for, I did get into the habit of going on long walks every day, so it wasn't a total loss. Calorie counting. Go 100 days on MyFitnessPal and ate a lot of protein bars. It didn't help much. High school's a hard time to diet because you're still growing and it ruins all of my measurements. So again, this diet did work for some of my friends, but not me. Now I'm still fat, but see every food is some amount of apples. A strange skill I neither like nor want, but apparently have. Wasn't a complete waste of time. I now know approximately how much food I should be eating in a day and have a much better understanding of exactly how much chips will ruin it. Weightlifting. This was just a terrible idea. My shoulders and arms are now huge, and apparently that mass comes with mass. Unfair, if anything, I'm just heavier. After spending 7 years at the gym and making 1 year's worth of progress, all I have now is a bunch of slutty gym gear and a bunch of photos where I think I'm big. I should have bought more slutty gym gear.
This isn't nearly revealing enough!
No, this didn't work at all, but I'm more built than I was before, and I consider that a win. That ends, and I discover alcohol is both fun and delicious. This was an excellent development in my social life and general sense of well-being and meaningful connection with others. However, it didn't help the mood situation at all. High school comes to an end, maybe university will be a more skinny time in my life.
No!
Powerlifting! I don't know why I thought this would work. As it turns out, if weightlifting didn't help, competitively trying to lift even heavier weights was not the answer. As it turns out, powerlifting isn't just about being incredibly strong, it's also about being incredibly flexible. As Planck's human sonar, this disturbs and upsets me. Now I can go to the gym and feel like I belong, and I'm about 10 times more flexible. They're still not very flexible, but hey, it's progress. Still got mad cleave though. Maybe the next diet will solve this. Intermittent fasting. Well, now I'm mildly addicted to coffee, so that's great. Why am I so bad at this? Though, with all the money I saved not eating, I can now afford more children's trading cards. Ooh, that's a rare. Coffee's actually pretty great though. I also no longer crave nor eat breakfast or lunch, which is fantastic news. I always thought that was mandatory, but as it turns out, they were just a learned habit like anything else. Running! But again! No, I didn't change anything. I don't know why I thought this would work. The only thing that changed was now I overtake people on the sidewalk and go through twice as many dad shoes. Biking! At night! Well, this was a dangerous and very metaphorical interlude in my life. Studying all day, then biking along the coast for several hours every weeknight didn't help me lose weight and all, but I did finish a shitload of audiobooks and look super sad while doing it, so that's cool. Christ, nothing says mental health like reading The Fountainhead at 11 in the evening, faintly weeping while the salty pavement flies by. This was a totally normal and healthy interlude in my life. Well, uni weight, lockdown weight, and love weight all hit at once, and if anything, I'm fatter than ever. The only upside being I have a lot more cosplay options. If only I knew how to cosplay, I'd make an awesome Snorlax. Around this time, a couple of old mates and fellow fat kids lose a ton of weight. One from constant physical labor, hard pass. One from living in Japan, which apparently is a diet now. And one from intermittent fasting plus keto. Though, now he's slim and I'm fat, I did get a bunch of free shirts, so that's cool. Intermittent fasting and keto.
Look at how much mayonnaise I can eat!
At this point, I got engaged. As it turns out, the only thing that makes you fatter than being sad is being happy. I'm beginning to suspect the problem wasn't with my emotions. Alright, this one did actually help. At this point, I was almost about 107 kgs, which was the fattest day of my life. Keto can be really easy to mess up if you eat multiple meals per day, so I just drank black coffee all day and then one high-effort, normal-sized meal for dinner. I hope you like meat and vegetables, because it's the only recipe I have. 20 kgs gone! Woo!
Holy shit, it actually worked.
Back to about 88 kgs, I'm around the fattest I was in high school. Which is great news, I'm way more built than I was back then. I may be the same weight as I was back then, but way more of it is shoulder muscle this time.
The only important muscle!
Christ, why did I do all that running? Built like a T-Rex over here. Honestly, I would have made way more progress if I had been more committed to keto. I took a break basically for one meal every week, which is not what you're meant to do at all. Made the whole process take like 10 times longer. I have friends and my friends like pizza. It's hard, guys. Be realistic. Hey, I still lost like 20 kgs. I'm not complaining. One guy say, I love to party. If I didn't, I wouldn't have gotten so fat. If this were a normal diet video, I would waste both of our rapidly diminishing lifespans to pretend to use science to explain why this would work for you.
Who cares? Maybe it won't. I'm not a chemist.
So, instead of trying to sell you something, I'll skip that part. I'll be real, I'm filled with contempt and self-loathing for everything I create, and even I know this is the best diet video on YouTube. That's right, Diet YouTube, I'm calling you out. Enjoying this video? You can pay me back by subscribing. Or with actual money. Eating like a skinny person. This is my new diet. I abandoned the old one. Like Mama used to say, if it ain't broke, abandon it and do something else that might let you eat more bread. I know if I made good choices, I wouldn't have gone here in the first place. Honestly, I was just sick of not being able to eat like a normal person at restaurants. You can only eat so much skinless chicken and mayonnaise before people begin to assume you're a serial killer. Of course, I would never actually kill cereal. That contains carbs.
Why did I keep that in the script? It's so bad.
It stays. My current diet is as follows. Eat slowly. Eat when you're hungry. Don't eat when you're not hungry. Don't eat for pleasure or boredom. It's going to be great. Yeah, it took me 7 years to figure out not to eat too much. Let me explain. I've tried all of these habits before, but they never stuck because I didn't have any of the baseline habits. I needed to get these habits to get the cool higher level habits like these ones. This is foreshadowing for the end of the video. We're almost there. I'd always assumed my skinny mates had been skinny because of their genetics, which is absolutely true. But as well as good genes, they also have good habits, and only one of those things I can steal without becoming a highly educated supervillain. Still talking shit, of course. I still have an epic side boob game. Got them pyramid moves like Madonna. But what matters is I'm making progress. The end part. Learn from my mistakes. Because God knows I won't. You can't guess a perfect lasting diet on your first try. At least I couldn't, and I have even less faith in you. So the only way for me to change was if I had some way to gain feedback. So every time I tried something, I was at least trying something new. Well, something old in a new way. In retrospect, I gained something valuable from every diet. Go for a nice walk every day. It's lovely. How many calories are actually in food? Muscle. Flexibility. I decide when I'm hungry. No help at all. Really, nothing. I just know a lot about Ayn Rand and nothing else. And restart. Broke myself of my old eating habits. Cleared the grounds to build new deliberate habits that suited me and my life. God, that would have been comforting to know at any point before writing this script. Did not feel like progress at the time. Honestly, the most valuable part was never any of the diets themselves. It's just the habits I developed while trying them. And they stuck with me, even after the diet's finished. Habits like liking and subscribing.
Should I just hit the video there?